All right, you guys, it is December 17th, and this is our On Fire Empire Get Started Right New Coach Call. We are so excited to have you guys here. I honestly can't believe it's December, but you guys are getting in at like an incredible time because I don't know if you guys know what's going to happen in January, but there are going to be so many people that are excited or ready to get started on their health and fitness journey. And you guys are going to be able to set them up with some incredible products, incredible tools, and get to be their accountability partner all through next year as they're working towards those resolutions or goals that they're setting at the beginning of the year. So I'm so proud of you guys for jumping on board now. So just to start us off, what does it really mean to be a coach on our team? So yes, this is a business and the title is sales. We are selling a product, which is good. That makes it a good thing. We have amazing fitness programs, amazing wellness products, nutritional products, but the most important piece of what we get to do is mentoring people. We get, like I said, we're going to help them crush their goals. We are going to teach them how to even gain financial freedom through being a coach themselves. We get to be their cheerleaders, their accountability partners, a shoulder to cry on sometimes, and a new friend to laugh with. But the cool thing is, I think about what we get to do is we get to form these relationships, talk to these people about what their goals are, get them set up with the perfect product and tools for them, and then our job begins, right? Our job isn't about the sell and whatever it is they're buying. Our job honestly begins after all that happens. We get them plugged into a challenge group. We get them surrounded by our incredible tribe. And you guys, that is the secret sauce to what it is we get to do. So I hope you guys know that you as a coach, you being here, are that missing piece that they've been looking for on their health and fitness journey. So you guys are a vital, vital role to these people that we are going to get to help throughout 2019. So yes, we're going to help them find products and programs to align with their goals, and then we're going to coach them through the process to achieve them. One thing I want you to start thinking about, if you have not already, I want you to find a why you are doing this. And you're going to hear us talk about this a lot. But everyone has a reason that they're here tonight, that they decided to join the team, that they decided to pay this forward. You might not know, what it's called, but it's your why. It's the reason you started following your coach. It's the reason you decided to jump in as a coach with us. And then you're going to find this is what's going to keep you showing up every day. This is what's going to keep you going. This is what's going to hold you accountable to your own health and fitness journey while bringing others along with you. Because you guys, what we do is not, it's simple, but it's not easy. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be a lot of rejection along the way, or what feels like rejection. But if you guys have a why that is going to get you out of bed, that's going to keep you going, that's going to keep you pushing past people saying no to you, you're going to be in it for the long haul. So that is something super, super important. If you don't know why you're doing this yet, I want you to take some time after this call tonight to really figure that out. And the cool thing is that 3.5 years into this, I go back all the time and revisit why I'm doing this. And it has evolved so much from when I started. And there's not a right or a wrong why at all. As long as it's your why and it's going to keep you going, that's all that matters. The quote here says, when your why is big enough, the how is easy. And that couldn't be more true. If you're doing it for the reason somebody else next to you is doing it, but that's not what's in your heart, it's going to feel really, really hard. But if you really hone in on why you are doing it, you're going to want to wake up. You're going to want to talk to new people. You're going to want to help more people, and you're going to want to continue on your journey. So that is something I want you to make sure you take some time to do tonight and along your whole journey. All right, you guys, quick new coach checklist. Something we encourage you guys to do daily is go into your coach office, and there is a breaking news tab there. And this updates, like I said, every day. It'll give you updates on maybe when they are doing maintenance in the on the website or on Beachbody On Demand, which is good to know, because then when you get messages from your challengers being like, I can't log in, you can say, oh, you know what? They're running maintenance until whatever time. They will give you updates on sales, on things that are coming to an end, as far as like prices and things like that. So make it a habit, just go in there and check to see what's going on. The National Wake Up Call, that's what the NWC stands for. National Wake Up Call is every Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, and this can be found a couple different places. It's really cool this year they started doing Facebook Live calls. So it's on the Team Beachbody 411 page. You can go watch it live. You can go back, obviously, like any live video, you can go back and watch it. You can also, there's a podcast, our Team Beachbody podcast. You can go back and listen to it there. But what this is, it is essentially a free training every single week from the top coaches in our company. Coaches who have been in the business a while, who are seeing a lot of success, and they are giving us recipes to how they've gotten there. Something that I think is really cool that they've started implementing this year is they've started inviting some newer coaches to talk about, how, that were successful from the beginning. They talk about that. But it is something that I make sure and I listen to every single week. Sometimes it does not happen on Monday. Sometimes it doesn't happen until Friday, but I encourage you guys to make sure and listen in. They'll do some recognition for up and coming leaders and things like that. But it's such great training, great personal development for the week. Our team, On Fire Empire, we have our team calls the first and third Tuesday of every single month, right at this time, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. If like this month is kind of wonky because of holidays and last month was kind of funky, we will try to update you guys in the team page. We will always create an event. Sometimes it happens to be the hour before, but there will always be an event for our team call. But you can plan on it being the first and third Tuesday of each month unless you hear otherwise. And these team calls are just, again, we try to provide some training. Sometimes it's more of just a motivational pep talk. Sometimes we have guest speakers on here. Sometimes corporate comes in here and talks to us about the things to expect on their end. So it's just a really great time to be surrounded with the other coaches here. One thing I want you to remember is to stay active. To be an active coach, you do need to have 50 personal volume as a coach or an Emerald coach. Ruby coach is 75 PV, Diamond coach is 100 PV. And what this means is the volume coming from either whatever you've ordered or if you have customers ordering through you, this is going to keep you active. We're going to talk more about this later, but it's going to make sure any volume that you're getting in from the team below you is not going to be wiped away. So just want to make sure you guys know about those numbers. All right, finding answers. I know as a new coach, you probably have a ton of questions, and that is great. One, if you have a lot of questions, that means you're probably digging into stuff, wanting to get people set up, wanting to learn everything. But also know you're not alone. Like, I know being a new coach can feel kind of overwhelming, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know anything. And, we always talk about how I went to graduate school and got my doctorate in physical therapy, went to school for 7 years and then, did all these internships and then finally got to work as a physical therapist. And Beachbody coaching, it's like, awesome, here you go. So don't feel bad if you have questions, but here's a great way to just remember different ways you can find your answers. The FAQ in the online office is a great first place to look for questions about our products, about our programs, things like that. Anything you can think of is going to be in there. You just search and anything they have will pop up. Also, in our team page on Facebook, you can use the search tab, which is up at the top if you're on your phone, or down to the left on the side if you're on your computer. And any topic like pregnancy, nursing, colitis, like I'm trying to think of things that I've seen in there recently. I don't know, bad knees, like you can search anything in there and any conversation we've had about that topic will pop up. So you can go read through there. The team page is there for you to post questions. If you're having conversations with people and need help with how to word things or whatever it is, I encourage you guys to tag your upline coach though, because the way the algorithm is working with Facebook, I'm not even getting a lot of notifications for my own group pages. So tag your upline so we make sure we see it. The great thing about the team page is there's a lot of it's our whole team. There's a lot of people in there that are going to see it, and you can get a lot of answers a lot more quickly. YouTube and Google are great places to go. A lot of the coaches make videos and training videos and they put them on there. And of course, if you can always message your upline, I will say it's probably going to get you the slowest answer because, we're trying to juggle business and life. So I would go everywhere else first, but those are kind of the places you can find your answers. Navigating the online office. Whenever I post the recording of this call, I will in the comments post the overview video to the online office so you can watch it. But I honestly just encourage you guys to get on and kind of play around with it. That was the best way I found to figure out what all was there. But the video is a great reference for it. Know how to contact Coach Relations. I have this phone number. I saved it in my phone, like literally, I think on my Get Started Right call 3.5 years ago. You can always email them. Chat is a super easy way to get on and talk to them. Now they have lots of great resources just going through online. But go through, set up your websites. It'll walk you through exactly how to do it, how to enter your before picture, and go ahead and set up your direct deposit. And it's called your EFT management, I think, in that drop down, the second drop down. But what's going to happen here is that very first customer or coach you get set up with, you're not going to have to worry about waiting for a check to come in the mail. You will get paid every single Thursday and it'll go straight to your account. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and get that set up. So when the time comes, you're ready to go. All right, you guys. I'm going to cover the 4 vital behaviors of being a coach. And essentially, what these are things that we do every single day to move our business forward, to create the relationships we need, to grow a successful team, have a successful challenge group, and help people get results. So the first behavior is be proof the products work. All right. And this is for everybody. Everybody, like here I am 3.5 years later. Logan's been here 3 years. Other girl's been here 2.5 years. Like our first job is still today to take care of ourselves. How cool is that? That you have a job where your first priority is to take care of yourself, right? This means you're drinking your Shakeology. You are following a workout program, not just playing around in Beachbody On Demand. Yes, it is the Netflix of workouts, and it is so cool. There are so many incredible programs there. But you guys, I encourage you to pick a program and complete it start to finish, because having tangible results to programs is huge, huge, huge in showing that these products work. And you guys, Experts created it. We don't have to figure out what to do each day. Follow the calendar, just do it. Everybody should be doing Transform 20 with us starting January. So if you have not unlocked that yet, if you didn't sign up with that, talk to your coach. We'll get you set up. Follow your meal plan. You know, you don't have to be perfect. Just because you're a coach doesn't mean you have to put on this perfect coach hat, but try your best. All right. Try your best to make the healthier decisions. Use a performance line. We've got incredible products. Use what we have and then share that. Share how these products are enhancing your life. Share how the fitness program is making you feel. Share how being a coach and being on this team is changing your life. All right. The second one is connect, invite, and follow up. And this is essentially how we build our business. We're creating relationships. We are connecting with people, maybe reconnecting with people. Always have a group to invite to. So like a challenge group, maybe you're running a free group. We run sneak peeks into coaching every month. Maybe you were a part of that last week. But start conversations, add new followers, always posting on social media. We'll talk more about that here in a little bit. So I'm not going to go into detail there, but posting Instagram stories, showing up and responding to the people who liked it, who commented on it, inviting to your groups and following up, creating those relationships, getting people into your groups. And then when you get them into the group, now we got to get them results. Like I said, that's where our job begins, right? So get people results. And I love who's first on that list? Ourselves, right? We got to get ourselves results. And it doesn't necessarily have to be physical. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial. Like there are so many different aspects that this helps. So don't get bogged down if you feel like you don't have a physical transformation yet and you can't share. You can start sharing right now. Take them along the journey. All right. So I love how it says commit to your business for a year. I love that. Some people come in and they're like, well, I'll give it a try for like a month or two and we'll see. And I'm like, oh, that's not even long enough to like see if this is for you. Commit to be here a year from now. Okay. Like we talked about, figure out what your why is, figure out what your vision is, what you want this, how you want this to fit into your life, what this is going to create for you. All right. Now we're going to get our customers results. We're going to contribute to our challenge groups. We're going to show up. We're going to recognize their achievements. We're going to be checking in on them, holding them accountable to that workout program we talked about. And then also for your coaches, we also now get to be mentors, and don't let that scare you, because you can grab your best friend today and say, hey, come do this with me. And we are going to help you mentor them along the way. That's the cool thing about being on a team, is that you don't have to do this by yourself. All right. So you're going to help your coaches earn their first commissions in the first 10 days. That's something we're helping you guys do right now. And then help hold them accountable with building their business and moving it forward. And the fourth one is do personal development. And this is one that I was like, I don't need to read that. That self-help stuff is silly. You guys, I promise, if you do one thing, do this one. Okay. If you do have to just pick one thing a day, do this one. Obviously, all four. But this, just like the workouts are going to strengthen our muscles and help us get toned and fit and whatever, personal development does that for our mind. All right. And with what we're doing, we've got to have not only some thick skin, but a good mindset. So read or listen 15 minutes of personal development or professional development a day. The National Wake Up Call, like we talked about earlier, is a great piece to incorporate. And then attending events is also really, really important. But we have in the team page great personal development recommendations for your to get started. So our goal, and we're going to talk about this later, but our goal first and foremost is you. And then I want you to grab 3 people and start helping them. Okay. I'm going to toss it over to Logan now.
Hey, take a break from my dinner. Sorry, I was like busy eating while Haley was talking. So I'm going to cover social media because, as you guys can guess, you know, I'm sure a lot of you kind of came to our team probably through social media and watching your coach either on Instagram or Facebook. And for a lot of people, this can be one of the most intimidating pieces to start. And so we want you to just focus on being excited and being excited about how you're feeling, and just focus on sharing like 1 to 2 posts a day, not even like completely about Beachbody. Seeing you, and you start showing up in their life as like a bright light more frequently. I was one of those people before I became a coach that I was just a serial highlight reel poster. I would post maybe 1 or 2 photos a week that were like cute pictures of our kids or our family and like, look at my perfect life. When on the other side of the screen, I was struggling. I was crying every day when my husband was leaving for work. I was desperate to feel better in my skin. I still had about like 10 to 15 pregnancy pounds that I wanted to lose, like, because I was 9 months postpartum from my second baby when I started coaching. And I was basically just surviving off of iced coffee and like my daughter's peanut butter and jelly crusts, that was like my lunch. But I never shared any of that because I like didn't want anybody to know that I was struggling. You know, I think a lot of us can kind of relate to that. Like, we want people to think like good things about us, but it's being vulnerable can be difficult. But learning how to express kind of where I was and bring people on my Beachbody journey has been a really healing process for me and taught me so much about myself. And obviously just attracted like so many other women who were maybe feeling the same and didn't know how to like feel better about themselves. And so we want you to focus on just start sharing more frequently. If you're someone like me who like rarely posted unless it was like a cute picture of your kids, sometimes automatically going to like posting several times a day can be a little bit of a shock. So focus on like posting once or twice a day, and please don't make it completely about Beachbody, because even though we love Beachbody and we love the programs and we love Shakeology and I freaking bleed Beachbody blue, Beachbody is not my life and it is not my brand. Like, my brand is Logan. I am a mom of 3 little kiddos that are 6 and under. I'm a farmer's wife. I'm a retired nurse. I'm breastfeeding. I'm postpartum. I love coffee and wine. I'm always up for a Target run. There's just so much more to me than just Beachbody, even though that's a very significant piece of my life. So, one of the things that we kind of like you to do as an exercise as a newer coach is do what we call this color wheel. And it really kind of helps you stretch outside of your bubble a little bit and kind of think about like, what are all the pieces that like make me me? Like, what are all the facets of Heather that make her her beyond just health and fitness? Or, you know, what is it that is, you know, unique about Holly besides the fact that she's a mom and a teacher and, you know, she likes Beachbody. So we want you to kind of focus on your personal Facebook page, because you likely have, a lot of people will say like, I don't have a big following, but you don't need a big following when you're getting started. We want you to focus on those people that you're already friends with, the people that you already have relationships with. These are called like your hot market or your warm market, because these are people that are already going to have a level of trust with you, versus people that we consider like cold market that, just are relationships that, eventually that slowly become built on social media. A lot of you guys have kind of like come to our team through cold market, which is awesome. But it's one of those things that just takes time and consistency. So focusing on your personal Facebook page and Instagram is a great tool to kind of expand, especially expanding into your cold market. And making sure that your Instagram is public so that way people are able to find you. Because if your profile is set to private, they're not going to be able to find you like through hashtags and stuff. And it's not impossible, but it makes your job a lot harder to find and connect with people because they can't find you, you know? So one of the first things that you're going to do after this post or after this call is really work on your coming out post if you haven't done that already. And please just take note from my own personal experience when I made my coming out post 3 years ago, and all I did was basically vomit that, you know, I was really nervous to share this, but I, you know, have been drinking Shakeology and I've been doing 21 Day Fix and like I'm so excited and now I'm a coach and like who wants to join me? Because not that there's anything like particularly wrong with that, because I did share, you know, a physical transformation. The post had a ton of engagement and people were like so supportive of me. But I can't tell you how many people went to Amazon and ordered 21 Day Fix and messaged me later and was like, hey, like I got my stuff. I'm so excited. Can I be in your group? And I'm like brokenhearted that because honestly, that's what I would have done. Because I'm one of those people that will like stalk someone to figure out what they're doing. And then I'll go like order it myself because I don't want to necessarily deal with like having the conversation. So when you're creating your coming out post, you want to leave a little bit of mystery. Like you want to let people know that you are on a new health and fitness journey. You know, you're going to be doing like home workouts and working on like simple nutrition, and you have the support of other women that are, you know, doing the same thing with you, and that you're just really excited about it. And you want to invite other people to join you rather than, you know, saying like, this is exactly what you're following, X, Y, and Z. So then all those people can, you know, run out and buy it on their own, but then want to come back and have you support them as your coach. Obviously there's ways to, you know, navigate that if that happens, but I can tell you from experience, it is frustrating when that happens. And then you're going to post about your lifestyle. Like I said, you're not going to post like 100% about Beachbody. Your feed is not going to completely turn into just sweaty selfies or like Shakeology pictures like this. You know, I put up a little snapshot of an example from my Instagram feed on here. And just by looking at it, like it kind of gives you a little bit more of a look into, you know, what I'm about. You know, you can tell I'm a mom. You can tell we like Target. Family pictures, you can see that I've had a transformation. And I try to make sure that I'm sharing a transformation photo on almost every like line of my Instagram, if not every other line, just because when someone comes to my feed, like I know that I'm going to have their attention span for like this long. And if they have to swipe more than like a couple little finger swipes to see that I've had a transformation, I'm going to lose them and they're not going to know. Like something like that is eye-catching for people. And if they don't see it right away because I haven't posted a transformation in a couple months, then they're not going to like know that I have something to offer them, you know? So making sure that I'm sharing about coaching, and I always like to throw in like some humor. You can see that I shared like a workout clip of my video. So just showing, you know, showcasing that there's more to me than just Beachbody. As a new coach, we do equip you with some ideas because sometimes you can get into this and you're like, I don't even know what to post. So we have several examples and we share ideas for like social media posting ideas frequently in the team page. But this is just kind of a quick 7-day strategy that gets you posting a couple times a day, gives people a chance to kind of start interacting on your stuff, and gives you the chance to kind of like dive a little bit deeper in your posts, like not just sharing that like you did your workout, but how did you feel when you were doing, or how did you feel afterwards? Maybe share about like some of your fears or, you know, a healthy tip, because the number one thing that we want to do on social media is provide value for our followers. We want to give them a reason to keep following us and to keep coming to our page, whether it's for inspiration or, you know, for tips or tricks or, you know, anything, humor, whatever it is. So when you go to make a post, just think about what kind of value can this add to someone's life? Am I teaching them something? Am I inspiring? Am I going to make them laugh? Those are kind of the three like things that I kind of like try to think of before I throw up a post. So we'll make sure that we share these ideas in the team page so that you can access them right away. And then you are going to publicly invite your people to a challenge group. So I pulled some examples from some of our social medias, and like you can see here that, you know, I share a transformation photo, and I also share, you know, a part of my story. You know, I'm a busy mom. I have 3 active little babies, but I'm not one of those like unicorn moms that has a baby and breastfeeds and like all the weight falls off. And I kind of go into a little bit more detail about what I have to do, bust some, you know, myths or misconceptions, because basically the number one excuse that I get from people is that they're like too busy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm busy too. I have 3 kids and life is crazy, but guess what? I'm doing 20-minute workouts right now, and ain't nobody not got time for 20 minutes. And then, you know, down here at the bottom, I do what we call a call to action. You'll see this acronym frequently. We call it CTA, but it's a call to action where I am inviting people to do this with me. And then looking at Haley's, like she shares, you know, a little bit more of her story, like why it is that she does it. She doesn't just do it so that she can have ripped abs, even though I'm totally jealous, and I mean, that's a great reason. But she says it's about the energy to play with her girls, the strength to hold her little boy, and the endorphins to help keep her going through the hard days. Leslie doesn't share a side-by-side transformation, but she shows that she's fitting into the smaller jeans than she's ever worn before. And that is, you know, if you're not ready to post like your before photo yet, like if you know, need a little bit more personal development or, you know, anything before you're ready to post a before photo, like post where you're at now. Like if you've had a little bit of a transformation, sharing, you know, that you're fitting into smaller clothes now than you were able to wear before. And then Ashley here on the end is a different kind of transformation, because her before is actually in the swimsuit and her after is the one where she's holding her baby. And this is her saying after her pregnancy, she is recommitting to her health and fitness journey. And so she's showing where she's at now, not like, you know, look at where I was and look how great I look now. She's showing, you know, a more vulnerable take on, you know, I was here, but now, you know, I've gained some of my weight through my pregnancy and I'm committing to changing my life this year, and I'm looking for people to do it with me. So the most important thing is to just publicly announce that you are committing to a new health journey, especially in, you know, saying that you're starting it in 2019 and you're looking for friends to join you for support and accountability. And then you are either going to, you know, it's totally up to you. If you want to run your own challenge group, like, we're not going to stop you from doing that. If you want to team up with a couple coaches on the team and run one together, or you can always hop into your upline coaches group and run it with them, so you kind of get a feel for how to run a challenge group and what they're like and all that. So your very first invites, you want to start with the people that are closest to you. So this is going to be like your mom, your sister, your bestie, your cousin, and you want to invite them to be your accountability bunny. Do not overthink this. So if you need to, like, whoever your coach is, like, screenshot their results and, or yours if you have results already, and send them to your best friend and be like, girl, okay, I know this is kind of crazy, but I signed up for this girls boot camp because, like, look at her results. I'm really excited, but I'm kind of nervous. Would you maybe want to do this with me? I feel like it would be fun to hold each other accountable and just get a great start on the new year together. Like, do not overthink it. Do not feel like you have to be an expert and know all of the ins and outs of every program and all the ingredients of Shakeology already, because you don't. You need to keep it light and casual, and just be excited. Like, talk to your best friend as if you were trying to get her to go eat at the brand new restaurant that you're excited to go try, you know? So then after you make your post, people are going to start engaging on it, and you are going to become a conversation expert. Your goal is to connect with at least 3 new people a day, or 20 new people a week. Or if you want to earn more money, you just increase the number of people that you're talking to, because it's really a numbers game of like, the more people you talk to, the more people are going to sign up, the more quickly your income is going to grow. But keep this in mind. When you are, making these connections with people or reaching out to have a conversation with them, you are not reaching out to try and close a sale, because majority of people are not going to be ready to sign up right away. You're not reaching out to close them. You are just opening the door for the conversation, and you're planting a seed. It's my personal experience that, granted, there are quite a few people who are ready to like jump in right at the beginning, but I want you to think about how long you followed your coach before you decided that you were ready to actually join. Because for me, the people who I'm signing up now are people that I was first inviting and kind of talking to like 3 to 6 months ago. It takes quite a while of them watching you and building that trust before they're ready to jump in. But when you're messaging them, just be brief, be excited, and end every message with a call to action. So rather than saying, let me know if you are interested, or let me know if you want info, you want to say something like, so how does that sound? Or are you ready to join me? Something that actually prompts a response, rather than just like, let me know, because a lot of times they just won't let you know, or they'll go to Amazon. Then when you're having the conversation, you need to find their need before you try and fix their need. This requires, sorry, I need to text my husband really quick because my computer's about to die and I don't want it to crash while I'm finishing my part. Okay. So you need to find your need before you fix their need. So, maybe you have someone who comes to you and they already have like a pretty solid fitness routine, and what they're really needing help on is nutrition, because they are an emotional eater. And even though they're working out every day and they love Orange Theory, like they cannot get their cravings and, their food under control. So this person might not quite be ready to do Beachbody On Demand because they feel pretty solid in their workout routine, but sounds like they really need Shakeology and maybe 2B Mindset. So we just have like such a vast toolbox of tools to help people. And if you come at this person, like you just kind of need to have a better idea of what their specific need is before you start making, thank you. Before you start making like recommendations on what you think is going to be best for them. Let me plug this in really quick so I won't lose you guys. Okay. So for me, even when someone messages me and says, oh my gosh, like I love your results, sign me up for whatever it is you're doing, rather than saying, okay, Transform 20, these are the details, XYZ. Like I respond back like, oh my gosh, it is so great to chat with you. I'm really excited to hear more about your goals. Like tell me what you're struggling with right now, and turn the conversation back on them to give them a little bit more of an opportunity so you can kind of dig out what their more specific need is, and just be patient. And then just be prepared to recognize and welcome objections as part of the process, because you guys, objections do not mean no's. So if someone comes back and says, well, I don't know, that feels kind of expensive, like it doesn't mean it's a no. It means that it's just a clarification that they need a little bit more information. Maybe they don't quite understand how much they're getting with their challenge pack, that they are getting 30 meals, that they are getting a whole year-long subscription to every fitness program that we offer, and that every program comes with its own detailed nutrition plan, and they get you as a coach to cheer them on and support them. So a lot of the times, like, it's not a no. Sometimes it's a not right now because they need to watch you a little bit longer and make sure it's legit. But the majority of the time, it's just a need for a little bit more information. We have scripts in the team page that help walk you through how to navigate objections. So just going into conversations prepared, so that, like, knowing that someone's probably going to, it honestly catches me off guard if someone is like, yeah, sign me up, without like offering up a single objection, you know. I'm like, wait a minute, are you sure? Are you sure you know exactly what you're signing up for? Like, you don't have any, like, I don't need to walk you through any objections or anything. So don't be afraid of those. Use the scripts. Chat with your coach, or, you know, if you are really stuck on a conversation, you know, be sure to offer it up in the team page, and then follow up with people like forever. Like forever, ever, ever, because you never know how long it's going to take for them to be ready. And I have people who have watched me for 3 years who are finally like becoming ready. And I have never gotten a single like message back from someone saying like, please don't message me anymore, like, take me off your list. The only thing I ever hear back from people is, thank you for not giving up on me. And that's pretty powerful. So when you are inviting, number one, don't be afraid of the cost, because what we have to offer people is an incredible value. Like I said, the 30 meals of Shakeology, the whole year like subscription to Beachbody On Demand, all of the nutrition content that we have, the challenge groups, you as your coach, like, they literally have the tools to completely transform and overhaul their life. And for something like $160, like, that's nothing. So don't feel like, check that like in your brain, that what we offer is not expensive, because the value that they get in return is absolutely priceless. Don't send them your link right away to sign up. And it makes me cringe a little bit when people will like make a post, like make their coming out post, and then like put their link to sign up like in the like comments or whatever, because people, I mean, you'll see us sometimes share like a sign up form, but it's not like a direct like link to order, because most people won't do that. And then when you're messaging with people, don't show up and throw up, aka word vomit, all over them, because this was something that I was super guilty of as a new coach. And I would lose people because they would message me for a little bit more information, and I would basically like tell them every single thing about 21 Day Fix and the portion control containers, and these are all the ingredients of Shakeology and blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, whoa, too much information. Okay, I'm going to go to Amazon because they're a little more chill. Like I said, just keep your messages short and excited and succinct. And we have scripts and everything to help walk you through that. So when you have someone who is ready to get set up, like they're in and they're ready to go, this is the way that a lot of you guys got started. The tool that we use is called Share a Cart. And it's a website that you can link to straight from teambeachbody.com. And this is how you are going to set up your new coaches and your new customers. All you need is their email address, the challenge pack or like item of their choice, whatever they're wanting to sign up with, and whatever flavor of Shakeology and or Recover, if they're going to drink Recover. And then Share a Cart, we share, we can link the like overview video of how to use Share a Cart with this recording, like in the team page. But it's really simple. Once you get used to using it, you just plug in their name and their email, select whether they're going to be a customer or a coach. And the sign up for customers and coaches with a challenge pack is exactly the same. Like, it does not cost any different. So a lot of the times, like, especially if you're signing up, like your bestie or your mom or whatever, like, you want to get them set up as a coach, because moving forward, they are going to save 25% on all of their purchases. And who doesn't want to save money, especially on something, you know, like your amazing Shakeology every month. So you're going to use Share a Cart. What it does after you plug in and create their like customized cart for them is it's going to send them an email. Sometimes the email can go into their spam folder, so just make sure that you like check in with them to make sure the email came through. But it'll also give you the option to like copy a direct link to their cart, and I always copy it and then paste the link back into, you know, an email or Facebook message or however I'm communicating with them. But it's really simple. And then Share a Cart has a little area where you can track if someone has like opened up their email and started the process. And then once they're finished and all signed up, it'll move them over to this like completed tab. Okay. Was I going to cover this part or were you taking this part, Renee? I think you were taking this part.
I can cover it. It's up to you.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So my name's Renee. For those of you that don't know me, I have been a coach for 2.5 years, and I'm still learning things. So it's definitely a learn as you go type business, but that's why we have these trainings for you guys to try to teach you everything that we can up front. And then again, like, don't ever hesitate to ask questions, or just get refreshed on things, even if you've learned things tonight, because it's a lot of information to take in. So how to earn: you get a 25% commission on all sales. So any challenge packs, if you sell, you know, Beachbody On Demand or 2B Mindset, or if people want your Energize, which I call, you know, Go-Go Juice, you get 25% off of all of those sales. Or not off, you get a 25% commission. You do get a 25% discount as a coach as well. And then you also can earn through Team Cycle Bonus, and this is sort of your long-term residual income. So when you're first starting out, a lot of your pay will be from commissions, but as you build your team, sign on coaches, whether they're discount coaches or builders, you'll start to see those Team Cycle bonuses once you go Emerald. As an Emerald, you get a $14 cycle bonus. As a Ruby coach, you get a $16 cycle, and then Diamond or Star Diamond and above is an $18 cycle bonus. And those, like I said, are just sort of that long-term residual income. It takes some time to start really seeing the bonuses come through, but signing up like a spouse is kind of one of your first steps that you're going to want to do if you are looking at this as a long-term business for you and your family. I signed my mom and my husband up. They were the first ones that I signed up so I could go Emerald and start, you know, seeing those cycles for myself. And then that way my husband is at the very top of my network, and anybody else that I sign up underneath him is building that volume underneath him. So then when I did finally get him to Emerald, he started to see those cycle bonuses as well. So that's definitely something that you should talk to your spouse about. And we do have a couple of videos in the team page that explain that more. And if you're wanting to see that, just let us know and we can pop it back up in the page. But again, it's just basically a second business center for you and your family to bring in another income. And then after you sign up someone as a coach, after their initial commission, that's when it turns into the Team Cycle bonuses. You get their volume instead of commission. So once they're signed up as a coach, their initial purchase, you get that commission, but then after that, you'll get sort of the volume. And like I said, that's the long-term income, and that's kind of what you're really going to make more of your long-term income off of. And then the Fast Start Plus bonus, you get $100 for every 5 coaches that you sign up with either Shakeology HD or a challenge pack in a 5-week period. So let's say you hit Success Club this month, so you get 3 people this month. They sign up as coaches because they want to save 25% off of their products. And then, you know, the first week in January, let's say you sign 2 more coaches up with the Transform 20 challenge pack, you would get a $100 bonus for signing those 5 people up within that 5-week period. So it's just another, and that's on top of the commission that you get from selling them their challenge pack or getting them set up with their Shakeology. And then another way to earn are the quarterly Star Diamond bonuses. There is a 2-star bonus, a 5-star, 10, and 15-star. And the really cool thing is once you hold that rank, 2-star, let's say 2-star for 6 weeks in the qualification period, which is every quarter, so every 3 months. If you hold that for 6 weeks consecutively, then you automatically qualify for that bonus at the end of the quarter. They range depending on sort of the volume of, the company and the coaches. But the 2-star bonus is usually around $800 on average. I think 5-star is maybe $1,800 or just under $2,000. And then it goes up as you go up in rank. So 10-star and 15. And the really cool thing is, if let's say you're a 10-star diamond coach, not only do you get the 10-star bonus, but you also get the 5-star and the 2-star. So it stacks. So you get all of those bonuses, not just one or the other. I'm going to go to the next slide. Okay. So Success Club, you've heard us say this a few times. This is something when I very first signed up, is just a non-negotiable. It's something that you strive to hit every single month because, one, it ensures that you're helping at least 3 to 5 new people each month and get them set up with their challenge pack, and you're building your business. They've done research. Beachbody has done research on the coaches that are being successful and earning an income and really, hitting those goals in their businesses. And the research that they've done shows that their coaches are consistently hitting Success Club every single month. And kind of like Logan had said in the beginning, making sure that you're inviting, your closest family and friends. Make a list of 100 people. It can be more than 100, but everybody knows at least 100 people. Who would you go to high school with? Who did you go to college with? Like, who were your childhood friends? Who are your close friends and family? Anybody and everybody that you can think of, write them down, write their names down. If you're not friends with them on Facebook or Instagram yet, try and find them. And again, it's just reconnecting with people. Like, there's so many people that I've been able to reconnect with because of Beachbody that maybe I haven't talked to in years. And it's so fun to be able to reconnect with those people and kind of like, rekindle those relationships. But there are so many people that, need what we have. So we want to make sure that we are reaching those people. And then Beachbody also gives you free customers. So as soon as you hit Success Club, let's say you hit Success Club this month in December, in January, you'll start to receive free leads from the company. So people that call the 1-800 number, the infomercials, people that go to Team Beachbody and purchase on their own, everybody gets assigned a random coach. And you sometimes might be that coach. And so if they, are assigned to you, you'll see in your online office, like you might see a name pop up and you might be like, I don't know this person. It's probably a lead if you had hit Success Club the month before. You have to be an Emerald coach, which means you have an active coach on each of your legs. And in order to qualify for Success Club, you also have to have 90 PV, which would be your Shakeology or Recover and Energize on HD in that current month. And then for Success Club, your goal is Success Club 5. It's easier to shoot for Success Club 6 because challenge packs are worth 2 points. Shakeology Home Direct is worth 2 points. So for one person, if you sell them a challenge pack, let's say you just signed up with Transform 20 challenge pack, and you get your, mom or husband or sister set up with that too, you'll get 2 points for each of them that you set up with that same challenge pack. Any of the challenge packs, you'll get 2 points. And then if you set them up, let's say it's somebody new, and they're wanting, Recover and Energize and just wanting to try that out first. Maybe they already have their own routine with workouts or whatever. As long as it is 90 PV, then you'll get 1 point. I believe the Recover and Energize stack is 2 points, but if they have, let's say, they want Energize and they want Recover and Recharge and several other things, then as long as it equals 90 PV on Home Direct, then you'll get 1 point. But it's, like I said, easier just to shoot for the challenge pack because it's going to set them up with the whole equation. They're going to get the fitness, they're going to get the nutrition, they're going to get the support of the group and all of that. So it's really just the best value for them. And then 2 points per new coach or customer. So they are new to you. So let's say, Mary signed up with a challenge pack this month. If she wanted to purchase another challenge pack or a second Shakeology Home Direct next month, you wouldn't get another 2 points for that. You'd still get the commission or the team volume if she were a coach. But you only get 2 new points, or 2 points per new customer or coach when they initially sign up, or if it's been 6 months or longer. So like, we have a lot of people, you know, us girls that have been coaching a little bit longer have people who've maybe kind of fallen off track, and now they're seeing us getting excited about this new program with Transform 20. And so we've had a lot of people coming back ready to kind of give it another shot. And so some of those people that it's been longer than 6 months, you can earn another 2 points for their challenge pack. You can earn fun Success Club prizes. The company does tiered prizes. This year, they started it like mid-year. So it was like, if you hit it 1 month, you got a hat. If you hit it for 3 months within the period, you got a t-shirt or a tank top. And then if you hit it for 6 months, you get a cute duffel bag. And so next year, we should find out in January, next year, they're going to do the tiered prizes again. I think it's like 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. I'm all about the free swag. I love that kind of stuff. And so that helps drive me. And so it's kind of nice to get those fun prizes just for helping people. And then also, if you hit Success Club in your first 3 months as a coach, either first, second, and third, or second, third, and fourth month of coaching, you unlock the Success Starter program. And that means you earn your free ticket, which is, what is it, like a $200 ticket, I think, to Coach Summit in July, which, if you don't know what that is, like, it is literally the best trip, I think, ever. It's just like, I can't even like explain in words how incredible it is. Rachel Hollis is going to be there, and she's the author of Girl Wash Your Face, which is like one of the best books ever. She's going to be at our summit this year. You get to hear from incredible speakers and incredible coaches, and we get to work out live with the trainers, the super trainers, Shaun T, like, just incredible. It's the most amazing experience, not just for your own personal development, but your business, and just like being surrounded by the team and hanging out with all of the girls. It's just so much fun. I'm all about the girls trips. And then Earning Success Club all year also earns you free trips for you and your family. So this is where, if you're, you know, hitting Success Club and earning Success Club 5 or 10 or higher, you can earn a trip for your family. So this year in April, we got to go to Riviera Maya. It was all inclusive. We earned the trip. They paid for, you know, they put us up in the nicest resort. And next year we earned a trip to the Bahamas on a cruise. And again, it's just such a fun experience. Being able to just hang out with your girls, you know, this one, the Success Club trip, you can bring your spouse, you can even bring your kiddos, and it's just so much fun to surround yourself with everybody, especially since a lot of us live, you know, far away from each other. Our Haley is always so far away, and so we get to see her on these trips, and it's something to look forward to, and just super, super exciting. One last thing I wanted to touch on too with Success Club is, you know, moves your business forward. It earns you trips if you're hitting it. I mean, there's so many benefits from it, but if you help your 3 or more people per month, it also, you earn back the cost to cover your product. And that's like your first goal, is you want to earn that back so that you're not having to pay for your product. It's getting covered with your commissions. And then whatever you earn on top of that is like, you know, extra fun money or money for bills or whatever it is that you need. Okay, so the business ranks. Right now, most of you are starting out as a coach. You're an active coach if you have at least 50 PV. If you've signed up with a challenge pack, you're good. You probably have like 200. And then as long as you have your Shakeology on Home Direct, which is 90 PV, that will keep you in active status, so you won't have to worry about it. Once you become an Emerald Coach, which means you sign up one coach on each leg. And again, there's another video that explains the legs. It's a pretty short one. It's with Michael Neiman. He's kind of a goofball, but he explains it really well with little action figures and kind of talks about your different legs. You get one coach on each leg, And to be an active Emerald coach, you need at least 50 PV. Again, if you have your Shakeology, you don't need to worry about that. And that's when you start to reap the benefits of the team cycle bonuses, once you sort of start to build more onto your team. A Ruby coach needs 75 PV to be active, and that just means you have 4 coaches that are active, 2 on each leg, and 1 on each leg is an Emerald coach. So 1 on each leg has, they have 2 coaches, this person has 2 coaches, and then you have another active coach on each leg. And then an active diamond coach, as you can see, is 4 coaches on each leg with 1 Emerald on each leg, and you need 100 PV. And here is where, if you have your Shakeology, that's 90, but your customer volume, like let's say you sign up a few customers with a challenge pack and they're on their Shakeology Home Direct, that personal volume also counts towards your volume. But again, you want to make sure that you have your 90 PV on HD. That way you can you can qualify for Success Club and stay active as a diamond coach.
Mama, can I help you?
Oh, you need to go out, please. Okay. And then as an Emerald coach, again, you have 1 active coach on each leg, and you want to sign up your spouse when you do sign them up on your weak leg. This is something you'll have to check with your coach, your upline coach, to figure out which leg is your weak leg or your strong leg. And they can let you know, they can check out the downline and let you know which leg that would be. But the reason is because when you have a team leg, your upline is signing up coaches and they just kind of fall into your downline. They're not your coaches, but that volume rolls up through your account. So it's a good thing. And then your weak leg is the leg that you kind of have to build on your own. That's the one that you have to build to sort of catch up to your strong leg on. And you want your spouse over there. That way, once you do start to build your spouse, you catch up to that strong leg volume, and then you'll see those team cycle bonuses a lot more often. But again, check with your coach and they can let you know which leg is which, so that you can make sure that you get your spouse placed on the correct leg.
Mama. Ethan. Out of here.
All right. Am I doing this, Haley, or?
I'll close this out. I think this
Okay.
is probably our last
Santa's
thing.
not going to bring you presents if you don't come out of this room.
Nathan's trying to get into the Christmas presents at Nana's house.
Come on.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys, your first goals as a coach. Our job is to pay it forward. Okay. So grab 3 friends, family members, and sign them up exactly the way you got set up. And here's what that's going to do. Just like Renee just talked about, that's going to help cover the cost of your product. You're going to get your investment back. You're going to earn Success Club. So you will qualify for that, first month Success Club prize, the hat. You're going to get a call with one of the corporate leaders, and you're going to be hitting a huge benchmark, moving your business forward. If you're getting them set up the way you got set up, that means you're setting them up as coaches, because we're paying forward the discount too, right? Like, why would we not ever let people know that they can save money on this? And who knows, some of these people may want to build businesses right along beside you. But if you have at least 2 coaches, 1 on each leg, you are opening your doors for business. You are now an Emerald coach. You are a CEO of your business, and you start qualifying for more ways to earn. And we are going to celebrate you for that. And then that's your first step to unlocking the Success Starter program and getting your summit ticket paid for, which is really, really cool. So, second thing, focus on your health and fitness journey. Start your personal development, get yourself results. And I can't stress this enough, that I don't care if today is day 1 of your health and fitness journey, start sharing. Take people along for the journey. People would rather see and do it with you than 90 days down the road you finish a program, or in March when you finish Transform 20, then you share. And all of a sudden, they feel like, oh my gosh, well, that's so unattainable. Like because they didn't see what you went through. So start sharing. Okay. Start being, you can coach from day one. I promise. Number 3, we want you to gain confidence. And the way you're going to gain confidence is to show up and just keep sharing. There's going to come a lot of times that you feel like you're stepping outside your comfort zone. And I promise that's a really, really good thing. There's going to come a lot of times you feel like you're failing. I promise you are not failing. The only way you're failing is if you quit. But it's all about failing forward and looking and seeing what we can change the next time to make it better. So gaining confidence. All right, you guys. So first 3 goals, paying it forward, focusing on your journey, make sure you're reading personal development, and gain confidence through your journey. So we've talked a little bit about what we want you to do tonight, but taking action right now. Start sharing right now. Take a screenshot here in a minute. We'll go back. We'll stop sharing the screen. You can take a picture of our call, talk about how you got off your first coach training call and you're so excited, on your stories or something. Start sharing that you're excited to take on this journey. Share your excitement and your passion for this. Grab your first people. Like Renee said, her first 2 people were her spouse and her mom. My first people were my hubby and my best friend. And then shortly after that was my mom and my dad. Go Emerald. If you are here to build a business, you've got to open those doors. All right. And that means going Emerald. So tonight, I want you to message your upline or your diamond upline or Logan or I, whoever's on here. And I want you to tell them the 2 people that you're planning on signing up. And we didn't talk about this, but Beachbody weeks are Thursday through Wednesday. So Thursdays we wake up to our paychecks, and any type of rank advancements happen on Thursday. So if you get your first 2 people set up today or tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll wake up Thursday and you will be a brand new Emerald coach. So message your upline, let them know who you're planning on signing up. And if you're not already, we have an incredible training page, the OFE Training Academy. We have it all set up with units. You can work your way through it at your own pace. If you're not in there already, make sure you can request to be added. It is a linked group in the team page, or you can just message your coach and have them add you. But those are the steps we want you to take tonight. So I think that concludes the presentation. Anyway, okay. Does it have to be same, Renee? Like Renee said, my spouse was not interested in coaching in the beginning either. And it was just a really smart business move for our family. We'll talk more about that. We have some Emerald and 24-hour training calls recordings in the team page. You can go watch. On Wednesday, I will be going live probably early afternoon Central with an Emerald training for you guys for this month, and we'll talk more in depth on that, but you can always go watch any of the recordings from previous months. But essentially, it's a really, really smart business move, and it's a business center that we help control and we help build for our families. Let's see. Were there any other questions? I think Renee and I can't ever see them whenever. I'm sure Logan couldn't see them very well either. But anyway, welcome to the team. We are so excited you guys are here. I know you probably now feel like a ton of information was thrown at you, but if you take anything away from this, I want you to start sharing. Okay, that's the first thing. and lean in. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, if you feel like things are kind of crazy, don't back off. Lean into the team, ask questions, go search in the team page. There's so many trainings that we have shared from other teams, that we've had from our own team calls. But don't get caught in feeling like you need to like have all this information, like you're gathering all the tools, but not ever going out and taking action. It puts you in analysis paralysis, where you feel like you've just got to like figure it all out and then you can go do it. I promise you guys, the best thing you can do right now is to just start and learn as you go. So I know this has lasted a little bit longer than anticipated, but we wanted to make sure we gave you the basis to get you going. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Logan, was there anything else you wanted to share before we stopped? Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I know, it takes time away from your families, but we really appreciate it. And we're excited to watch you guys grow your businesses and help a ton of people along the way while you're on your health and fitness journey. And we're so excited to have you here. So we will see you guys in the team page. Talk to you soon. Bye.